I just have to accept I'll always be alone.
And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Woo! We just heard Walk Among Us, the only Misfits piano cover band, and their cover of Horror Business. And then we heard Victims. Victims without any of the vowels, mind you. The band Victims with the song Subdued. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Sitting next to me, the chin hair of knowledge, Derek.
Hi.
And tonight we have with us, for the first time, the most of me. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and who's missing tonight?
All right. I'm Morgan, and I play guitar in the band. And first, just want to say thank you for letting us get on this.
Oh, yeah,
no
absolutely.
problem.
Leo, our drummer, is actually missing tonight. He's got some car issues going on right now, so unfortunately, it is just the three of us tonight, but that's the way it's got to be, you know?
Rock and roll.
I'm Ian. I play bass.
Derek on vocals.
So we have Morgan and Derek, and we also have Morgan and Derek. So this is going to be a little confusing. The first time we've had two more. We'll
Well,
never have a Luco. That would be
you
really
can-
weird.
You
Could you
can
imagine if
distinguish
Ian's name was Luco?
that I am
or
a
my name was Ian?
female when I talk, but the Derek's might be a little.
So if I say, "Hey, Derek, what's going on?" Either of you can answer.
It'd be that one.
Just make the eye contact.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'm going to make the eye contact to the
Contact is
wrong person when I'm asking the wrong. All right. Same thing with the Morgans. Just speak. Whatever you
make
want to
it
do.
weird.
Whatever you want to do.
you know,
Well, thank you guys for coming out tonight. You guys drove in from Rockford,
Rockford, Illinois.
which is north of us,
not south, Luco.
well,
Okay.
Luco doesn't know these things.
I don't
Sometimes
know.
you pass through it going
Apparently
up to
he-
to Wisconsin.
I don't
Yeah.
know directions. I thought Rockford was south. I'm a retard. It's all good. It's all good. Well, why don't you guys go ahead and give us a little bit of a description? Give us the background story. How did you guys all meet? How did you form? And how did you come up with the name, The Most of Me?
Well, I'll start this off. Basically, the most of me was actually started by myself and Justin Heiser, formerly of the Color Morale. This was
Say what,
in-
girlfriend?
Yeah, it was a decent time. It was late 2014 when we ended up getting together and talking about song ideas. And basically, long story short, he ended up having some other issues that prevented him from really being in the band fully, and he ended up having to drop out. So I ended up basically being left with, after writing songs with him, it came down to just me being in the band. So I ended up making a Facebook post, actually, just kind of as a last-ditch effort to reach out to anybody that I knew that might be interested in working with me. And yeah, so actually Derek and Aaron were the first two to hit me up. And we haven't mentioned Aaron yet, because Aaron actually isn't in the band anymore either. He used to be the second vocalist, but yeah, he ended up having to quit too. But he was an original vocalist, so it was me, Derek, and Aaron at that point.
Now, were you guys going back and forth with vocals, or one of you guys doing cleans? The other ones, what was?
Yeah, it was kind of more unclean on my side and clean on his side. But if you listen to The Human Problem, he does a lot of yells too. So it's just kind of different vocal styles.
And then what year was this? What year did you guys start? Give me the dirty deets.
I'd say it was mid 2015.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it was
fairly
like
recent.
summertime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And that-
then, I'm sorry.
Sorry. So then, basically, after me, Derek, and Aaron got together, I forgot who recommended Jordan to us. Was it through Aaron?
Gage, I think.
Gage?
Yeah.
Basically, we got recommended a guitarist by the name of Jordan Tableman, and so then he ended up joining the band. We basically met up with him, and things worked out well. We clicked well. So he was in the band, and then we obviously we needed a bass player. So I had already been friends with Ian for a while. He actually was a fan of one of my old bands, and he was just a friend of that band. So I was able to reach out to him through that. So that was when he kind of came in. I just hit him up.
So then this lineup, as it is now, how long has this been the official lineup?
Oh, man. It's been about a year.
Well,
It's been over a year.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
with the four of us, the 4-piece,
Yeah.
probably 2 months, 3 months.
Or yeah, it's currently right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 2 months.
Okay. And
Aaron
you guys
just left us.
released a CD you were talking about, Derek, a minute
Yeah,
ago?
the Human Problem.
And where did you... We're going to play tracks off that tonight, correct?
Yeah.
And where did you guys record that?
We recorded that in Beloit with
Beloit.
Yeah, with another band that we're friends with, Growing. They're out of Beloit. They're really good.
Beloit.
Yeah.
Morgan, look
Detroit.
up where Beloit is.
But yeah, no, it's a good time with those guys. They're really chill, and yeah, they just did it out of their house. It was in their house, so it was like a chill environment.
Nice.
And
It's just a good time.
yeah,
Well,
They are south of us.
Beloit is south. How far south?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half south.
84 miles.
Wait, so if you guys are an hour and a half north, and Beloit's an hour
I'm
and a
wrong.
half.
I'm wrong. They're north. They're
Oh,
north.
yeah.
It's
Oh.
further
Beloit's
past
like
Rockford.
25 minutes from us.
Oh,
so.
okay, okay.
Man.
Come on, Morgan.
I'm sorry, it looked weird
Step
on the
your game
map.
up.
Jeez. Not you, Morgan. You're good.
We're good.
You, Morgan. Jeez.
Why are you so
Well,
mean?
Anyway, so the Human Problem, and you guys recorded 4 tracks on that.
Actually, well, there's 7 tracks on it, but there's technically only we only play 4 songs anymore, so that was why we
Okay.
have 4 songs tonight. But yeah, it's a funny story. I was gonna add that for a while we actually didn't have a drummer. We were playing with just sample drums, so it was actually just recently Leo joined. So for the whole Human Problem, we actually didn't have a drummer.
And how recently did Leo join?
Like 3 months.
3 months ago,
Yeah,
3-4
3,
months
4.
ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then, when you guys play live without a drummer, you guys just have a.
Yeah, we just had we had a click track set up
Many tracks.
to play
Lots
through the PA.
of technical difficulties.
Yeah,
with
and
it.
there was definitely some moments that I wish we could redo, but it was all part of the learning experience, you know.
Well, you know what? You brought 4 tracks, you said, with you tonight.
5.
5. We got 4 off of the Human Problem. Why don't we go ahead and play a track off of that CD? Kind of introduce the world to the Most of Me.
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
What do you guys want to play first?
What do you guys?
What did we even bring with us?
Ooh, yeah.
Everything but
usual.
Silent Holmes.
I
Right.
think with
So-
Silent Holmes. I say Reflections.
All right.
This is
Yeah,
Ian's
I'll
favorite.
add something
Oh,
with
yeah, my
Reflections too. We actually did a lyric video for this one as well. So
Say what?
So
Yeah.
check it out on the tube.
it's on our Facebook if you want to check it out.
And on YouTube.
And YouTube. And so this track is called Reflections, and this is on YouTube, a lyric video, the Human Problem
And
album.
it features someone.
What?
Oh
You
yeah,
guys did
features TJ Belt, and he's in the band Backburner.
What?
Yeah.
Backburner.
He's
You know,
pretty
They're
awesome.
supposed to come on our show upcoming this year. Ask me a date right now. I don't know, but I want to say sometime
YJ
in July.
is he is any of those guys? I could have swore someone.
Gray Skies Above, too.
Gray Skies Above.
Anybody?
Malcolm.
Anybody? Malcolm.
I know Malcolm does bass for Backburner as well.
Because I remember when they were on, he was saying, "Oh, my band Backburner." We're
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
Because
we
everyone
scheduled
remember that.
Connections
all
all
of their
around.
bands.
all their side
We're all
projects.
just
After
one
they
band
came in,
secretly.
Gray Skies Above, they were like, "Oh, we got a band, we got a band, we got a band." Well, guess what? All of them got booked. So, boom.
Sweet.
Lit.
Well, while we go ahead and play Reflections off the CD, The Human Problem, this is the Most of Me. Let's do it.
Hey guys, we're coming to rest.
Hey, what's up?
We're coming. We got a new album that's out right now. It's called Blacklist. Make sure to check it out. You are now listening to The Metal Experience. Bang!
We are back. I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the Chin Hair Knowledge, and the band The Most of Me. And that was the first track that we just heard from the guys called Reflections, featuring TJ from Backburner. What?
Say what, girlfriend?
So what is that song about, gentlemen?
From a lyrical perspective, my family's been really big on environmental issues and stuff like that. My grandpa's been an environmentalist for, I don't know, probably like 60-some years. So he's been really big about that. And it's just kind of about becoming aware of being just environmentally friendly and seeing that kind of the world around us is collapsing, and to start kind of paying attention to what's going around you.
Nice. Now, when you guys were recording your album, what was it album or an EP?
It was an EP.
EP. What was the hardest part that you found about the recording process?
Morgan, go ahead, start it off.
I would say
It takes
just
Morgan
getting everybody in one room.
Yeah.
Christ.
It takes Morgan like a million years to track
And,
guitars. We always make fun of him for it.
I do take a little bit of time.
2
but,
hours to
you
record
know,
one part. Just gonna
It's gotta be
It's gotta
perfect.
be right.
So, where did you guys get the name The Most of Me? Did we?
Oh yeah, you guys asked that. I
Okay.
didn't actually answer it, but
Perfect.
actually, Justin actually came up with the name originally. I guess he was having a conversation with his brother, and I guess his brother asked him a simple question. He just said, like, they were trying to discuss band name possibilities, and his brother just asked him, well, what do you want this band to be about, and what do you want out of this band? And I guess he just nonchalantly answered, well, I want this band to be about the most of me. And so I guess it just like clicked, and then he called me and let me know, and I was like, that's an awesome idea. So
It is a
just
pretty
kind of
good
went from
band
there.
name. I like it.
But yeah, just trying to embrace, because we wanted the band name to kind of reflect somewhat of something, like a meaning and something positive. So something about like talking about finding strength in yourself. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, you said the Human Problem had 7 songs on it. We're playing 4 of the songs off that, right?
Right.
And the other 3, you said you don't play anymore? Are they like intros? Or
We have an intro and an outro, and then a song that we don't usually play anymore.
Is there a
Shun
reason behind
that
that, if
track.
you don't mind me asking?
We just got sick of it. I
Okay.
mean, it was just from our band perspective. We played it out, and it was one of our, we liked the other songs better, so we just decided against it.
Do you guys think further down the road you guys might put it back in the set?
I'm
I mean,
always down to play it, but I don't know
It is a
about
possibility. I guess, yeah, we just played it a lot, so we kind of wanted to give it a break.
That makes sense.
Now, the CD, The Human Problem, when did that what was the official release date?
February of last year, March of last year?
February 2nd.
February 2nd.
February
Ooh, almost
2nd.
coming up on its
It's
birthday.
1 year
1 year
birthday. February 2nd. And since then, have you guys been playing shows? What have you guys been doing? You just got a drummer, you said, recently, so you've been playing with a click track or drum track behind that.
Basically, now we do play to click tracks, but yeah, it's set up through a mixer that we use so that the drum tracks are being played through headphones in Leo's ear, so he can hear what's going on, and then the samples are going through the PA as well. So it's like if he's playing on time with everything and it lines up, everything sounds good. But yeah, we've played a handful of shows at least. I'd say we've averaged like 2 a month, 2 or 3 a month.
2 or 3 a month, yeah.
Some months have been like more. Like
Some months more, some months
in June
slow.
we had a really crazy month. We had a couple of house shows and a couple of shows at Bada Brew, and we actually, I forgot when we played at Penny Road Pub. That was where we met Morgan, I believe. Were you at
You met yourself?
Springfest.
Springfest?
Yeah, I
That's
think that
right.
was back in April.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
So, and I have a couple of questions I like to ask every band that comes on. What was your favorite show so far that you guys have played?
Oh, well, hands down mine. We played with Eyes Set to Kill at Bada Brew.
Nice.
And Eyes Set to Kill is one of my favorite bands growing up, so it was kind of really cool to open up for them.
Very cool, very cool. Morgan, Derek.
I think my favorite show we actually played where we're recording with Growing down in their basement. We played with those guys and Backburner. Who else was on that show? Tanzan was on that show.
Panacea.
Good guys.
Panacea. I actually hung off the ceiling, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pulling some Dillinger moves there.
Some kind of something like that.
Adam LaRaza.
And Morgan, favorite show so far?
Oh, I was actually going to agree with Derek. That was
The
probably
house
my
show?
favorite one too. Yeah, because it was really up close. It wasn't like a lot of people, but there was like 30 people in there, and it was packed, so it was like really up close and personal.
And it was
Those
just
are my
constant
favorite.
pits. You get, like you get in those small spaces with other bands and a lot of people, and people come there in the basements. They come to have a good time, They don't come to sit at a bar, so
They come to
move,
party.
right?
And
yeah.
then my other favorite question to ask, most embarrassing live moment.
All right, I'll start this one off because I got an idea in mind already. But this is
You have a lot of
actually,
embarrassing moments.
God damn it. All right. Basically, most embarrassing moment. I've had a few in the most of me, but this is actually in a previous band I was in. It was called The Journey to Fall, and we were playing a show in. It was called the Red Lion at the time in Rockford. It's closed down now, but basically, I got really. It was when I use a wireless system now to avoid what I'm about to tell you just happened, but I had chords and I got really overconfident, and basically in the middle of a song I tried to swing my guitar really hard to do some like cool thing, and I basically I like pulled the cord out of my guitar, and all you heard was like feedback, like brrr, just everywhere. It gets better. Okay, so I try to scramble and plug the cord back into my guitar while this feedback is just going crazy, and the song's still going, and it's just like, and everybody's looking over at me just like, what's going on? I finally get the cord back in, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm just going to go back in and act like nothing happened. So I basically go to start playing, and as soon as I start playing, I step on the cord, and it yanks out of my guitar. My head behind me falls off of my cab.
Oh.
So, yeah, basically, and by then the song was basically over, so the whole song was me just
Messing up.
It was bad.
I guess you could call that
Less of hearing
a
the music,
Morgan
more
to
of
fail.
watching him just all of his stuff fall.
Baba ching.
Ian, most embarrassing moment.
Oh, man. Well, I'm pretty good on stage, so I never really embarrassed myself that much.
Stop.
But there was the one time I was about 6 Patron
This
shots
fucking
in.
guy.
I move around a lot. I spin and jump around. So I was pretty drunk by this time. Started the set off, did the intro, we were good. Next song kicks in, I go to do a spin, trip over my cord, knock my amp over, it falls down, I stumble and just look back. I'm just like, oh, well, I'm too lit
We're
for
all
all
just
of
going
this.
on.
I don't think anyone really noticed though, but to myself, I was like, holy shit, that's bad.
Brutal. And Derek?
We played a show, I think it was our second show at Bada Brew with some other locals, and you'll hear it later. In our song Everlasting, Aaron has a yell part, and right after the chorus, and it's always like, I always did an initial thing of starting a mosh pit when that happened. So I don't know if nobody heard me when I was trying to get it started, but I pretty much just jumped off stage expecting a mosh pit to just ensue immediately, and ended up like knocking somebody over and spilling someone's drink like completely all over them.
That guy's an asshole.
I just hobbled back on the stage.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Did the mosh pit
like,
happen
that's
after
not
you
how you
went
make
back on
fans.
stage?
People just looked at me like I was just fucking crazy.
This is that Bada Brew. I've seen mosh pits.
Oh yeah,
there
there's plenty
before.
there. It's just apparently I was at the wrong time.
I saw a
Trying to
kid
get that energy.
get blasted in a mosh pit during, shit, I don't remember what band it was.
Battlecross?
No, there was this little kid, and he was trying to, he wasn't, he was just a little guy, and he was trying to get just having a good time. And this big dude just came in and, gave him the business, just pushed him. The
Shoulder
kid
ram?
went-
Gave him the
No,
business.
just pushed him. The kid went flying like 10 feet from like the back Like, because it's
Ten
not
feet's
that
an
big.
exaggeration.
No, that
There's
kid
no
went.
way.
That kid went
No way.
flying.
No.
And then he
Ping-ponged?
blasted his back against the
football.
front of the stage. It was friggin' awesome. I think the kid died though, but
You're such
It was
a liar.
freaking awesome, but the kid
such
died.
a
he got up and
That's
he
like
was
his
like,
life,
"Oh
though.
yeah,"
It's
and
like-
then I think he left
He's
because I think he
stoked.
died. I think he
He's
died.
probably stoked about it.
Well, you know what? Let's play another track off of The Human Problem.
Derek just mentioned Everlasting. Let's play Everlasting.
You guys want
down.
to play that track?
Sure.
All right, very cool. Let's play Everlasting off The Human Problem. This is The Most of Me.
You're listening to The Metal Experience.
We've assembled a collection of bands who have drummers.
I do magic.
Well, it's easy if you try, Dick. Now sit back and listen.
And we are back. I am the Chin Hair of Knowledge with Luke O'Blaze and Morgan Danielle. And we're still with the most of me. Hello, guys.
What up?
And we just played The Everlasting off The
Chaps.
Human Problem. And I do say that was a tasty track, gentlemen.
Tasted track.
Tasty, tasty. And shout out to our friends, the Rich Wine family, that came from out of town for a couple weeks, came to hang out with us. They were here a while ago when Wicked Deception and Consume the Divide joined us. I think that
Consume
was
the
back
Divide.
in September.
Love those guys.
Yeah, so
That means
and they're
eating
back
vagina.
hanging out with us, eating food, chilling, and listening to the most of me with us on the podcast. So we're
Very
back.
cool,
Good
very cool.
time.
So really quickly, I just want to throw in there that the song "Everlasting" is actually featuring Brandon from Growing.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Do you guys have special guests on all of your songs?
Loco, you just ruined the secret.
Yeah, we've got this like 2 guest vocal spot thing going. We're actually gonna have 2 guest vocals on our next CD coming out too. So I guess just like, bringing our friends in and having them get involved and have some more voices on there, get some more diversity.
So, Morgan, you said that you guys are currently recording a new album.
Yes, sir, we are. We're actually about, I want to say, like halfway through.
Give us the dirty deets. How many tracks were you guys recording?
Well, same bat time, same bat channel, I guess. We're in the same
Bat Cave.
Same bat cave, yeah.
Same Batman.
But yeah, same people. We're recording with the same guys as we did the Human Problem, and it's gonna be a 6-songer. And
A 6-songer?
6-songer, yep. And it's gonna be all there. We're actually dropping down to drop A on this one. It's gonna be lower, and yeah, just we had to kind of, since we had our second guitarist leave, we had to kind of readjust our sound and figure out what we wanted to do going forward. So we decided to I ended up getting a 7-string, and we just wanted to go a little bit more straightforward and heavy, and yeah,
More
just
brutal.
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 But also, we also have like some more singing parts too, because so the choruses actually are hopefully going to be a little bit catchier as well. So
Now,
catchier
Derek,
and bigger.
Derek, are you doing the cleans on this now?
We're actually going to have Leo, our drummer, step in and do some cleans, kind of pull an under oath thing.
Very cool.
We also
very
got
cool.
Ian's going to do a little bit of vocals
A little
too.
bit of
so.
yells and rough vocals.
I suck though, so don't get your hopes up.
Oh, man.
Derek's got this like pseudo rap thing that he's got going on, like
Pseudo rap.
Pseudo rap.
Pseudo-woo.
style
You want to lay down some
vocal.
beats right now?
I mean, I got bars.
Bars.
I'll spit anybody right now.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, you guys you'll hear what I'm talking about when we play the new song. It has a little bit of it in it. So
Very cool.
So
Very-
is-
Wait,
is
Ian
it-
said he could rap. Maybe I gotta find a freestyle. We've done
Oh,
this
shit.
before.
Oh no, so you can't put me on the spot.
This
now.
is Sway in the morning.
See, that's the thing.
Ian's got
when
bars.
people say that they could freestyle, I always find some weird random thing on YouTube. We'll throw it in and we'll listen to you freestyle.
But is it going
come
to
up
be
with a beat.
Morgan, are we still recording?
So no, I'm gonna still record. I'm just gonna start playing the beat. And
We don't need to do this.
He's going to.
Ian, I
feel
think
it.
I
Getting
think
called out.
Morgan
And,
just called you
well,
out.
let's give him a minute before get yourself your
All worked
composure.
up.
Let's get a little bit of a background from all of you guys. What you got you
into the metal.
metals and
What
where
got
you
you
are now?
now
What got
to
you now?
here?
What got you into vocals? What got you into
to
bass?
this
What got
spot
you into
right now
guitar?
at this time?
So why don't we start with Morgan? We'll start in the end. Whoa, hello. We'll start in the end. Morgan, what got you into metal and what got you into playing guitar?
Well, what got me into playing guitar, actually, I would say I was really a big fan of Tom DeLonge and Blink-182 growing up, so that's kind of out of left field. But I was actually into like more alternative rock growing up. But I don't know, I would say somewhere in like 2007, I started listening to Breaking Benjamin, and they were kind of like the bridge between like radio rock and like heavier stuff. So after I listened to them, it kind of just was like a snowball effect. I started listening to heavier stuff and found out that I was like really digging it, and I wanted to play something like this. So yeah, I guess it was just listening and then starting to talk to the right people that kind of led me here. Now I've been in, this is my 4th band that I've been in that's heavy.
First guitar. When did you get your first guitar?
Oh, let's see. When I was 13 years old, actually.
And you're
yeah, I got it for my
16 now,
birthday.
so 3 solid years.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I've been playing since then. I'm 26 now, so it's been a minute.
Oh, add 10. Perfect.
Speaking of Tom DeLonge, did you watch that documentary that he did on Fuse in summer? It It was like 90 minutes. It was like right after he left Blink. There was this like 90-minute documentary that fused it on
Start
him.
the
Was
Machine.
it on aliens? About aliens?
No, it was just his whole thing.
It was him starting Angels and Airwaves, right?
Yeah, but just like his whole musical career and him like showing off his studio and discussing like the history of everything
What a
he's
show
done.
off.
No, seriously though, he's a really talented, smart guy. He's just very full of himself and
He's an
everything he wants to
entrepreneur.
do. He is.
He's got it down. He's got his own
Yeah.
studio and
It's pretty
company
awesome.
and everything.
And books. He writes books.
Yeah,
He does movies.
now he's writing
it's
books and
crazy
doing
shit.
like comic books and like graphic novel stuff.
I mean, his setup is
Very
pretty
cool.
awesome. He's got so many things going. Good influence.
All right.
But Ian, what about
Are,
you?
are you ready to rap?
No.
I found this beat. Come on.
What is this Tech 9 bullshit?
I don't know.
Tech 9.
Okay. Yeah.
He's feeling it.
Yeah.
Ian Ho.
Yeah. This track is super weak. I'm not playing with you. Catch me in the street. Like I said, not playing with you. Knock your ass out. On sight. Camera to my head. That's lights.
Hey.
Playing the bass. Slap that shit right. Got the bass drops. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Nice.
No bars though.
Keep going. Keep
Fuck it.
going.
Nah. But for the
All right. That was good for what it
You should have told
was.
him to start roasting me. That would have given him some inspiration.
You want to try it again and roast Morgan?
No. I don't want to embarrass Morgan in front of anyone.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry she put you on the spot like that.
That's all right.
But now we got to get to how you got into metal. How you got till now.
Slapping the bass.
Oh, honestly, I didn't even start playing bass till last year.
Well, what did you do before?
Nothing. This is my first band. Really, I started getting into music probably my sophomore year. I moved to Texas and went to a show one time. I think it was like I Set to Kill, The Word Alive, Everyone Dies in Utah, Drop Dead Gorgeous, I think, was playing. It was my first show. I was like, okay, this is lit. And in Texas, there were a lot of shows. There's a lot of shows that had like a lot of big bands. So I just kind of went out to those, got into like Asking Alexandria, Attack, bands like that. Progressively just moved up heavier stuff. But then moved back here. I played guitar a little bit. I sucked at that. I did vocals. I like to scream and yell, and I'd like to think I can sing, but my voice is too deep to get into the good stuff.
Remember, it's garbage can, not garbage can.
Facts. Well, just really one day I was just at work and Morgan was like, "You want to play bass in my band?" And I was like, "Well, I don't have one, but hit me up later." And then
there was actually several band attempts before that just never happened.
Yeah, but
I tried to
you
get
hate
him.
me, so
yeah, whatever.
Pretty much bought a bass a week later and said, "Hey man, I'm ready."
So what did you
I'm
use to
ready.
teach yourself? Did you use tabs? Did you use like instructional YouTube videos?
Pretty much tabs. Like I said, I started playing guitar, so tabs was first. Tabs are still last. So
What was the first song you taught yourself to play on bass?
on bass? It's probably an Asking Alexandria song, honestly. It was like the band that I looked up to the most, so. But now they suck, and I don't really care about them. Not really. Soft spot in my heart. Guilty pleasure.
Woo! All right.
And then he's back, you know. Woo.
And then Derek.
Yeah.
They still suck.
Yeah. And Derek.
And me. As a youngin, my dad started me on 80s metal, which he is a ridiculously huge fan of. Both my parents. It's literally like a weekend event all the time for them to go see local, like hair metal bands at local bars.
Favorite 80s metal band?
Mine?
Yes.
I like a lot of Queen.
Nice.
I love Queen.
Well, Queen's from like
They're
the
more like
70s.
70s. Right, I was about to say that. They're more 70s.
Scorpions, bro.
Scorpions is pretty good.
Skid
That's
Row's
true.
always gonna be
Skid
lit.
Row. There's a lot. We are the youth gone wild. So pretty much I started off listening to those. When I was like 8 to 10, I started getting more into like alternative and Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days of Grace, Disturbed, stuff like that. Listening to shit that my dad didn't want me to listen to, like, you know, like Drowning Pool and stuff like that, and getting into that.
No. You
That
need
is
more
too much.
Striper.
Right. So
Docking.
I just started listening to that stuff, and then the crowd that I was kind of hanging out with then in middle school were listening to like Suicide Silence and shit like that. Actually, my first heavy song like that was "Wake Up" by Suicide Silence. Was the first hardcore song I ever heard, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." So then I just started YouTubing stuff and finding Alexandria and Devil Wears Prada, stuff like that.
Can you believe that Suicide Silence's The Cleansing is now 10 years old?
That's ridiculous.
Is that not?
Yeah. Makes
I
me
mean,
sad.
some
saw
of
them
these
on that
albums-
tour.
It just makes me sad.
When it
every
was
time
released.
I think
God.
about Suicide Silence because
I know.
Yeah,
We were
new
supposed to
songs,
see
Do
them
so much better.
on that tour, the All Stars tour. No, not All Stars. It was one of the tours, and
Was it Silver Slaughter?
With Ezra
no,
No.
it was a fall tour with
Ezra
Attila
crying.
asking Alexandria,
And we missed Attila.
and we missed Attila because they joined, and Icy Stars replaced.
I think
That
that
was
might
at
be the
Congress,
All
right?
Stars tour.
I don't know,
Actually, that
but it
sounds like
was
the
it was
All-Stars.
because Suicide Silence dropped the show because that's right when he died. It
I
was
saw
really
But
sad.
you know what also was lame is that Attila started, like, they opened the
Oh.
doors, and, like, Attila started, like, right
this was
then.
when
So they were still,
Congress
like,
Theater was
doing
on you.
tickets. So by the time we actually got in from, you know, the line.
No, we were looking for parking forever.
Well, okay. So by the time we actually got in, standing in line, Attila just finished. So it was like, well, awesome. We just
And
missed the
that's
first
who
band.
we really wanted to see.
That's who. Well, yeah, I wanted to see them too. Now Attila's kind of, but you know, this was a couple of years ago, and it was like, oh, sweet.
No, this is
when they had to put their heart
2012.
into it.
Yeah. So yeah, a couple of years ago.
That's 4 years.
4 years
5
ago.
years ago.
5 years ago. So yeah, it was kind of bogus. We really wanted to see them, and it was like, oh yeah, they started playing right when the doors opened.
Yeah.
So like, only some people saw them, and then when their set was over, like there were still people standing in line that never even saw them. It was kind
Well,
of
see,
bogus.
that's shitty for the band because
Yeah. It fucking.
They do that at a lot of
Like that
venues,
was-
believe it
that was
or
pretty
not.
bogus.
That's happened to me more than once.
Well, anyway, enough about me. More about Derek.
more about me.
Yeah, more about Derek.
So
It's about the most of
vocally,
me.
What was some of the vocalists that you admired?
A lot of people say that I sound like Mike Haranica from The Devil Wears Prada.
How do you pronounce his last name?
Haranica? Right?
Veronica?
Veronica?
Harmonica.
Harmonica? Something along those lines.
Vanginica?
So anyway, yeah, I mean, I kind of emulated him, I guess, a little bit. Now more times I've been listening to a lot of like New Silent Planet, shit like that. It's more my jam now. More like, I would say like more raw emotion, stuff like that. You know.
So then what got you in front of a mic to be like, all right, I'm going to fucking yell?
So the side of the story that that Morgan didn't tell was that I tried to initially join the band when Justin Heiser.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. I tried to join the band when Justin Heiser had just left, and they were looking for a new vocalist. And so he tested me out, and I actually wrote for our song "Renew Repair" about half the lyrics. My full first verse in "Renew Repair" was what I wrote and sent to him, and he was like, "Oh, cool, sounds good." A couple months go by, I don't hear anything. I hit him up, and they had found a vocalist, and then a couple months later, it fell through, and he actually put me in this time for real, and then
Yikes.
Aaron joined, and
I've
now-
never heard this story before, Morgan. That's kind of petty.
See,
It is petty.
So,
And I think at one point, too,
does that mean like you were second choice?
I was
God.
basically second pick,
like
second draft.
You want
it
to
was
rap
just
about
one of
it?
those
You
things.
want to rap about
You want to lay down some beats?
I've got it ready again.
Ian, Derek battle.
But I'm not a rapper.
You want to rap about it, Derek?
But yeah, no, yeah, I definitely pulled one on him, and So I guess it's a good thing that he's here now, though.
Water
Doesn't
under the
surprise
bridge.
me. It still
harshly.
sounds like something you would do.
Petty Morgan.
So Derek got the last
I
laugh
just-
on Morgan because now he's in the band.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. So basically, that's kind of how it came about. I was always kind of dabbling with friends, but nothing ever
Always
really worked
hanging
out.
over my head.
I was always kind of just dabbling in bands and stuff like that with friends. Nothing really worked out. And
So is this the actual first band you've been
yeah,
in?
technically my first band I've played live with. And
This
all
is the
that.
weird thing too, is that he had a profile. His profile picture on Facebook was him holding a bass. So I remember I originally asked him if he played bass, and I was just very thrown off by the fact that
you.
you
I
had-
told you I wanted vocals.
It was like you were,
and then it didn't work out,
it
and
was
you were
like-
like, "Oh, you just can you just play the bass?"
yeah, because you had a bass in your hand. It was like it looked like, hey, I play bass. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Do
well, I
you
just
play
wanna
the
say
bass,
off.
Derek?
I mean,
And he's like, no, I don't have a bass.
no.
Ian, you're out. Derek's the new bassist.
That's all right.
Ian's the new vocalist.
Ian's the new vocalist.
There we go,
Mark it.
switching around. No, I mean, I dabbled in bass a little bit. I don't know very much. I just kind of messed with it.
You just kind of take profile pictures of
right, just
you with the bass.
yeah, looking cool. That's
You
pretty
were
much
recording
it.
something, I thought, or what were you doing in that picture, bruh?
Nothing. I was just playing.
You were just messing around.
Yeah, I had a friend who was a photographer, so she took
Having
that picture.
fun.
et
Like,
cetera.
all right, Derek, look real cool right now. I'm
Exactly.
gonna take so many pictures of you.
Everybody's gonna be stalking my profile page now,
Be like, wait, we
looking
need
for this picture.
we need a bass player. Do you play bass?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, very cool.
Sorry to
very
put you
cool.
on the spot.
Well, Derek, that was fun. Now it's time
fun time,
for
man.
the other Derek. Morgan, start that shit up.
Time to sit back and relax and listen to the one that the metal gods themselves gave us. It's time for the heaviest of them all, the chin hair of knowledge.
So, Luca.
I'm not here today.
Okay. So, tour news or random news?
I'm not here. So, Derek, do you want to pick? Derek, you pick for Derek's segment.
What are these options?
Tour news or random news?
What do you want to hear
Random.
first?
Random news?
Yeah, I
Random.
love random.
I don't got too much random news. But so there's two bands that just called it quits, I guess, as of the 1st of January. The first one is this band called Poison Idea. They've been around for 37 years. And
If they've been around for 37 years, how have I not heard of them?
they're, I don't know.
You
Well,
would think.
You kind of
They're
have.
older than I am.
You kind of have.
I kind of haven't.
If you've ever heard the
37
Pantera song, The Badge, that was a Poison
No.
Idea
No,
song.
I do not know this.
I know that
Nope.
song. Okay.
But yeah, it's they have just said that there's no plans to reunite later on down the road.
Well, I mean, after 37 years,
Yeah,
You get sick of it after a while.
Yeah.
You know?
No, they're gonna make a reunion. People are gonna want it.
maybe.
at about 47
Bring them
years,
back
like,
on
all
the
right.
chairs.
Yeah, next year. Okay, we're reunited. Bands have done that. And then the other band is this band called Suburban Scum. They, after the departure of their vocalist, they have just said they are on indefinite hiatus,
Hiatus.
and
Tell
they
them to hit
don't.
me up.
That
Sounds pretty
they
scummy.
have no. They don't know if they'll ever play shows again. But this is the second time they are on hiatus in under a year, because their singer who just left was involved in an assault on another member of a different band.
What a scumbag.
What a
Yeah.
jerkweed.
Yeah, and then Luco. This is
No,
kind.
I'm
I
not
don't.
here.
I don't know if you've heard this, but Devin Townsend has said he's in talks with Sony, asking for $10 million
Oh, I have
to
heard
create
this.
a cock symphony. It's a
$10 million.
It's a whole show dedicated to sex and power, accompanied by his music. And no word yet on
someone
if
order
the
a
talks have
salad?
worked or if the symphonies will happen.
Nice.
So one of you guys order a salad?
Salad?
Derek,
Probably.
did one of the Derek's order a salad?
Damn.
We're gonna split it.
This is what
You're gonna split
happens
it.
when you do a podcast and you have food always delivered. Get
Bring me
super
that
confused
salad.
and distracted
All
all the
right.
time.
So
Hey, I'll take
all
free food.
Devin Townsend, cock soundtrack. What is this now?
He said he wants to do a $10 million symphony that
I did
talks
hear
about
about this.
metaphors for sex and power, accompanied by his own music.
Why?
I buy
I don't understand why.
Because
needs
he's
10
already
million.
done the Retinal Circus and he's already done Ziltoid too. So
Going
he
all
wants it to be over the top.
$10 million. Though?
Yes.
$10 million.
That's probably going to be a one-off show.
So it's not going to be an album. It's going to be a show.
Yeah.
A $10 million show.
Yeah.
About wieners.
Yes.
How much did the Retinal Circus cost?
I don't know.
Probably nowhere near $10 million, and it was sweet.
Yeah, but that was a 2-night event, wasn't it? And they did
Just
perform
in
like
Canada.
Z2 in full. But you had the DVD. You watched it.
That wasn't. I don't think
They
he.
had
That
all
was
those
the one
people
with Jed
playing.
Simon,
they had
right?
the whole like
When they
$10
played some
million.
Strapping Young Lad
stage
songs.
setup and crazy
Not $10
people in
million.
it, and
I wonder how he came up with that figure.
I don't know, but
What a
he said
crazy
he
guy.
wanted to do it for a while.
A $10 million show.
I
on
think
penises.
you read that wrong.
No, I no. That's he
No,
read
it
that
did
correct.
say $10 million. I looked it up today again.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of millions.
And he's talking about it with Sony.
Wait, so they're
Legit.
actually in the talks,
Yeah.
or it wasn't just like, hey, give me $10 million.
No,
and
it's
they're like,
when
no.
like all the websites were reporting. I forget what website he told, but he's like, as of this moment, I'm in talks. So who knows if it will happen?
This
So
might be the
Sony's
most
with the
amazing
idea.
thing ever.
Right? They can pull that off.
okay, no joke. I literally just typed into Google
Devin Townsend.
Devin Townsend Dick Symphony, and what comes up is automatically a link that says Devin Townsend and the 10 million cock symphony.
Wow.
No joke, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's not just a made up. It's a 10
Yeah,
million.
he wouldn't.
Penis.
Derek wouldn't make this. Derek, you wouldn't make this up, right?
Never.
Never.
Damn.
I'd
You
do
can
it.
talk for me now if you'd like.
It's a new orchestral project called The Moth. And it
Jeez.
reflects on Naps, Judas Priest, and why there'll never be a strapping young lad reunion.
I don't like any
No,
of those things.
Oh.
Well, that's the
Actually, that's a
name
lie.
of the like.
I just don't like the
article.
last thing.
You need to read his book. It's pretty.
Don't tell me
crazy.
what to do. What else do you got for us, Derek?
That's it with random news.
Okay. Tour news. What do you got?
Mastodon have announced a tour with Eagles of Death Metal and Russian Circles.
Mastodon?
Yes. And it's May 13th. They'll be at the Aragon.
May 13th
Yes.
at the Aragon.
Yes.
All right.
And then my last bit of tour news is Dope have announced the tour with Combi Christ, September Morning, and Davey Suicide.
I didn't know
September
there was-
Morning is awesome.
didn't know
They'll
they
be
were still a
playing March 15th in Arlington Heights at the Home Bar.
We should go.
And March 17th in Belvedere at the Apollo
Want to
Theater.
go to that one? Let's go to the March
Belvedere.
15th show, Luco.
Who was that band you just said?
Dope.
September Morning.
The other band?
September
is really
Morning.
awesome.
Combi Christ.
They're female fronted.
and Davey Suicide.
They're pretty
Never heard
good.
of them.
Suicide,
It's a
I
Wednesday
know.
night. Let's do it. Davey Suicide's pretty cool
Dope
too.
isn't bad anymore. I might go to that show.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Although the last time I saw them, they pissed me off. The headline
We'll
and they
go-
only played 4 songs.
We'll go party
Wait,
real
what?
hard.
Yeah. The openers had like 15, and Dope just came on stage, played 4 songs. 2 of them were cover songs, walked off stage, and that was the show.
Wow.
That's
I think
kind
that's
of
what we
bogus.
need to do.
Yeah.
Just play a couple covers and walk
What were the
off.
2 covers?
It was their Fuck the Police cover with there was the Die Boom Bang Burn Fuck. And then they did Rebel Yell.
Okay. And then. Okay, very weird. Their songs are only like 3 minutes, so their set was 12 minutes and then they got off.
Yeah.
Did they have a reason or they just.
No, they just walked off and never came back.
That's kind of.
And it was like the old school set too, with like the chain link fences and everything else at Mojo's. That's why I haven't seen them as of late, because they pissed me off at that show.
Okay. Well, very interesting. All right.
legit.
And you got a band for
I
us
do.
tonight. What do you got?
I got a band called Deceased.
I don't believe you. What do you got?
A song called A Witness to Suspiria off the album As the Weird Travel On.
A Witness to Sarsaparilla?
It's Suspiria.
Suspiria?
Yes.
A Witness to the movie Suspiria.
Yes.
All right.
And this band's been around since 85.
All right. And this is Deceased with A Witness to the watching.
Suspiria.
When you watch the movie Suspiria.
Off the album As the Weird Travel On.
You can listen to this song when you watch the movie Suspiria.
Hey, this song came up yesterday when I was selling patches.
Or when you listen to the band Suspiria, you can also listen to this song.
Or you could
that's
watch
not
the
by
movie
band
Suspiria and then listen to the
You
album
guys have
by
my
the
head
band
spinning.
Goblin.
Let's just listen to
All
the
right.
stupid song.
Let's listen.
Whoa, don't call it
to
stupid. The
to
song's
this
awesome.
Stupid / not stupid song.
All right, here we go. Woo. Woo.
Hey, I'm Braulio.
And this is Gus.
And we're Savagery,
Savagery,
and you're listening to
the Metal Experience.
Okay, and that was my pick of the week. It was Deceased from Arlington, Virginia, with the song A Witness to Suspiria off the album As the Weird Travel On.
It's pronounced Virginia.
Yes, indeed. Well, yes, that was my pick.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Smoke Dog. Smoke Dog. we just have a smoke dog that just walked in. Very cool. All right. I'm Luca Blaze, Morgan Danielle. We just heard Derek's pick of the week, and we are still rocking out here the Metal Experience with the most of me, Derek, Ian, and Morgan.
Woo!
Along with Derek, Luco, and Morgan.
I'm so confused as to who's who now. It's like looking in the mirror.
Oh.
Morgan
So-
grew facial hair.
I am you.
We wanted
And
to
Morgan
play a game
grew
with the
longer
band.
hair.
Yeah, do I look
And
okay?
that Morgan Danielle behind the soundboard turned into a dude.
What?
Morgan it's pronounced Daniel.
It's not at all.
Oh, because he said it was like
we're
looking
gonna
into a
play
mirror.
a game and not get all sexist
Hi,
and
Ian.
weird. We are gonna play How Well Do You Know Your Band Members?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. You guys are fucked.
Pretty much.
So you guys
some
know
of
your
these-
bandmates?
I know.
You may not know. So Luco is going to choose who gets to answer about
moderator.
who to see if you could get it right.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Derek, what would Morgan choose?
One meal, just
If
like
he could-
one
he could
specific
eat
meal.
If
one
he could
meal
choose
for the rest of
one
his
meal
life.
to eat for the
Shit.
rest of his life.
What would he choose? It's a vegetarian
Right, he's
platter
vegetarian
of some
so
sort.
That's helpful.
So that
Wait, but it could meal technically just be breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I mean, it's
Or
a
is-
it's a meal, Derek. It's any meal of the day.
Both
It's just
Derek's.
what would,
True.
what
Both
would
Derek's.
Morgan
It's
want to
just a
live
meal.
on for the rest of his life?
One specific meal. I would say something from Taco Bell. Something with beans and tomatoes and tortilla shells. I don't know, maybe like a gordita. You like gorditas, don't you?
I do like gorditas.
See? Gorditas. Boom.
It is-
Vegetarian
I could get
gordita.
on a gordita.
Morgan,
All
is that correct?
vegetarian. I don't know if I could eat it for the rest of my life, one meal. So, that's wrong.
Was
The
it
question
close?
was you have to have one meal that you were going to eat for the rest of your life. What would it be?
Yeah,
So-
I would eat a fish sandwich.
Oh my
A
god.
fish sandwich.
Fish sandwich and chaps. Where can you go
A
wrong?
vegetarian eating a fish sandwich.
Fish and chaps. I'm not
Really?
vegetarian.
Believe that.
All right, I'm not vegetarian. I'll clarify. Pescatarian. I'm pesky. All right.
What does that
I
mean?
like-
He only eats fish and vegetables.
I eat fish. Yes, fish and vegetables. Just no red meat, pork, or chicken. Yeah.
All right, all right,
Pesky, you know.
So I was right.
all right.
You were
Well,
correct.
but that is one of the options that you do thoroughly enjoy.
No, yeah.
All right, all right. So
Gorditas.
it was a good choice. It was definitely a good choice.
Just not the right one.
Just not the correct one. All right, Morgan.
All
Question
right.
number 2.
Question number 2. If you could
Yes.
do any job, ideal job, what would it be?
All right, Ian. For Derek, if Derek could do any job for his ideal job, what would it be?
Now, do we want a serious answer or a?
It's up to
your call.
It's up to Derek.
Jesus.
Derek, do you want a series?
Let's hear both. I'm interested now.
Derek would be a Olympic wrestler.
Yes, that's totally correct. I see it. Derek shaking his head yes.
Very plausible.
Well, I guess the other one's not to play, but I feel like he would be just a stay-at-home babysitter.
Are both of those correct?
Yeah, those are decently reasonable. I work with kids, actually. I work at a daycare, so that makes sense, the babysitter part. And I did wrestle for a long time, so nice job, Ian.
Boom.
All right, next question.
Bazinga.
Childhood nickname.
All right. Morgan, Ian's childhood nickname.
Think about this before you answer it, Morgan. Do we need to bring up that YouTube video?
Got a rap about it?
You going to rap about it?
Just so everyone knows, Morgan has a video of him on YouTube fighting, taking an L.
Childhood nicknames? Fuck. I mean,
A small hint.
No, he doesn't get a hint.
No.
Babyface killer.
I don't know.
The babyface killer.
Ian the Milkman.
Can we not?
The Milkman.
Because I always deliver.
Was that it?
No.
Did you have a childhood nickname?
I don't
Yeah,
really have
I
a
mean, come on,
childhood
even-
nickname, but I mean,
Admit it.
band-wise, I'm known as King Petty.
King Petty. All
He's
right.
the pettiest around.
The pettiest.
Okay.
All right, King Petty.
Favorite?
I like the Milkman though. That was a good one too because he always delivers. That was good. You guys both played off that very well.
Favorite zoo animal?
Favorite zoo animal. All right, Ian. What is Morgan's favorite zoo animal?
The sloth.
True.
Wow.
Is that true?
I mean, sloths are pretty cool. You know,
They're creepy
they take
and
their
weird,
time.
and I don't
And
like
I know
them.
that's why he said it because I like to take my time.
What,
I'll give him the right.
boom.
That's
you know,
two. I got 2 points.
and you know what's funny is other Morgan's
Hate 'em.
least favorite
Hate
animal,
'em.
sloth, because she
Ugh.
thinks they
They're
look creepy.
creepy. Those memes, they make me cringe.
And it was funny because the first time we ever found out about what a sloth was, like 2 years ago, when people before that had no idea what a sloth
I
was.
knew what a sloth was.
I always thought she liked them, so I was sending her pictures of sloths, and she's like, "Will you stop sending me pictures of sloths? They're so creepy." It's like, "What? I thought you loved these things." She's like, "No, they're so weird. They scare me."
They're just bizarre creatures. I don't like. They've got these weird.
They're funny.
All right. Anyway, favorite movie.
Favorite movie?
This should
Okay,
be easy.
Ian, Derek's favorite movie.
I don't think I know your favorite movie.
Props not.
Crime.
I feel
Morgan.
like we've talked about it before.
Derek's favorite movie.
A Walk to Remember.
What?
Correct.
That's a heartfelt movie,
Yeah.
but that's a negative.
I feel like you're into really serious melodramas.
Serious melodramas.
Like behind the
A
scenes.
Walk to
guilty
Remember.
pleasure.
I like it. Ian, take a wild guess. Derek's favorite movie.
Walk the Line.
Walk the Line.
Walk the line. What is this shit?
Talladega Nights.
Die Hard.
Predator.
Pulp Fiction.
Predator.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Oh my god.
Bear Wench Project.
War of the Worlds.
Hey, that was actually really good. The Tom Cruise one, though.
Jurassic Park.
I think you guys are just guessing now and don't know. So
Yeah.
I think
Age of
Derek
Ultron.
needs to tell you guys
Fargo.
what his favorite movie is.
Fast and
Favorite
Furry.
strip-
What is your
Striptease.
favorite movie?
Favorite
Striptease.
movie? Holy shit! You know what? I think I'm gonna throw back. Probably The Breakfast Club. Honestly, I love
Nice.
that movie.
I've never
That's a
even seen
good.
that.
That's a really good movie.
I know what I'm watching tonight when
All
I
right,
get home.
you know what?
Can't say anything.
Let's go down the line.
The
Derek,
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Ian's favorite movie.
Ian's favorite movie.
Now, can it be movie or movie series?
If
I
you
got
say
one for
Fast and the
each.
Furious,
I got one
just
for
don't
each.
talk anymore.
Morgan, Ian's favorite movie.
I've actually told you this multiple times before.
Both you
Well,
guys.
I'm just gonna go with the safe. The movie series is Skins.
That is a
Skins?
TV show. But yes, that's my favorite TV show.
Derek,
Is it
Ian's
the
favorite
UK
movie.
skins or the Amer?
Yes.
There's an episode with napalm death in it.
Nice.
True.
Derek,
Ian's favorite movie.
We've talked about this before.
Your favorite movie?
Yes.
clock is
And
I've heard you
series.
mention Skins, but
It's a TV show.
right, I know it's a TV show.
Human Centipede.
Wasn't
Human
that
Centipede
bad.
3.
Shit. You know, I really don't know this one, honestly. Because Ian's kind of a hard person to read.
Wild guess it.
He
Guess
hates
it.
everything that most people like. So
Yeah, it's really weird. But then
where
it's
King Petty
really
comes
weird.
in.
Probably.
And one day I just felt like running.
Forrest Gump.
Thank
Really?
you.
That's your favorite
Jesus.
movie?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
I would not have
No,
expected
I
that.
was going with Twilight.
I actually really like Twilight. The
What-
whole
what's your
thing,
favorite
all of
movie
them.
series?
Star Wars.
Star Wars, okay.
Nice.
All right.
So you liked Rogue One?
I loved it.
Now, Derek and Ian, Morgan's favorite movie. And go.
You like comedy. I don't really like comedy.
Wild guess it.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Probably like Step Brothers or something.
I fucking love that movie. So actually, that's my
Pineapple
favorite.
Express.
Damn it! All right, you guys are.
Yes.
That's spot on, you guys. I'm proud.
Aww.
Good job, guys.
All right, here we go. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten?
All right. Derek, what's the most unusual thing Ian's ever eaten?
Change it to Morgan.
Derek, what's the most unusual thing Morgan's ever
Great.
eaten?
Ass.
Facts.
Facts.
Morgan, the most unusual thing Ian's ever eaten.
I'm really picky.
So am I.
No, calamari.
What the fuck is that?
It's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten.
I figured you'd have eaten it
It's
at some
fried
point in your
squid.
life. Fried squid.
And it's delicious.
Sounds disgusting.
It is probably.
Sounds
I've
like
not tried
sushi,
it.
and
I
sushi
love me
tastes
some
like
calamari.
ass.
Ian, the weirdest thing Morgan's ever eaten.
Ass.
Oh,
Hands down.
hands down. Ian,
By
the weirdest
default,
thing
apparently.
Derek's ever eaten.
Think Mexican.
Mexicoan?
Just say
Cow tongue.
Mexicoon.
Mexico.
That's racist.
Cow tongue.
Jesus.
Cow tongue.
Mexican?
Yeah.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
I was right.
Cabra.
Chupacabra?
Should
What?
No,
Yeah, lingua.
Other Derek actually read my mind. Lingua. That's it. Cow tongue.
Boom. And it's chewy. It's weird taste.
We got that Derek connection.
It's like you're tasting the cow and
He's
it's
also
tasting
Who's
you.
tasting who?
Wait, so Ian, what was the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
I don't know. I'm really picky. I just stick to conventional food.
The basics?
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess I had deer, but that's really not like unusual to other people.
I'm with you though. That's probably one of the strangest things I've eaten because I never had deer
It's
until last year,
delicious.
and it was weird.
And
Yeah,
Morgan,
it
what's
was
the
nasty.
strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Yeah, this is when I actually, because I used to eat meat. So when I
Dick?
did eat meat, I know how that sounds, but I actually had cow heart one time.
What?
Yeah, I forgot what it was called. It was at a
Wait, where
Mexican
did you-
restaurant.
At a Mexican restaurant, you just give me the
Yeah.
cow heart.
It was just, it was kind of part of their heart. It was,
So,
I was
how
like,
was it?
I
From
felt
a
like a true,
sacrifice.
like, that was a moment where I was like, I'm a savage right now.
You
I'm
had it
eating
in
a
like
heart.
a taco?
Did you like hold it up and be like?
It was like a steak. It was just like, it came out. It was like on a steak with rice and beans. And
Oh.
it was
Wait,
very
so you
tough
ate
and
steak
I
and
think
heart?
It was like
it
a
was like
steak.
it looked like a steak. You know what
Oh.
I'm saying? It was like a patty.
I thought you like said they put the heart on the steak.
No, but it was like just the idea. I think I don't remember it tasting that bad, but it was the idea that it was its heart. I was like,
very
I need
strange.
to
Very
try it out
strange.
now. It's
Okay.
probably expensive.
the
Alright.
weirdest thing I've ever eaten was goat.
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 I had goat tamales.
What?
That is
I would
very
say
out there. I
say
didn't even know.
tongue tacos too. They're very
You
strange.
had shark.
Oh, I had
mean,
shark
like,
before. That was
I don't
sweet.
think-
Shark
I
fin
think
soup?
goat was
Have
like
you ever eaten shark?
No.
I have.
a legit dish. I didn't
What
even
do-
know that.
Have you ever eaten duck
What?
duck
Goat
tacos?
would be a legit dish.
Yeah, duck tacos.
Duck tacos and calamari tacos.
I got free duck tacos in the
All right,
city.
I think it's
All
time
right,
to
all right.
change it to some most of me music.
All right.
I think this is a good time to
We've
hear
gotten to know you
renew
guys.
and
You've gotten to-
repair, so
you've
I
gotten to
can
know
get
each
rid of
other.
those images from my head. Some of that sounds.
So you guys
super
now
creepy.
know
So
more about
I'm
each
going
other.
to renew my mind and repair my visuals, and we're going to listen to some more music. So here is Renew and Repair from the Most of Me off The Human Problem.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Hey, I'm Ben. We're from Snowberry, and you're listening to The Metal Experience.
And we're back. Luca's
black.
pointing at me, and he's ready to tell us what we just heard.
Yeah, Luco, tell us.
We just heard some The Most of Me off of the Human Problem CD, the song Renew and Repair. And what is that bad boy about? Ian's getting a little fresh over there. What are you doing over there?
Drop my phone.
Playing a little footsie. By footsie, I mean dick grab. Playing a
Whoa.
little grab ass.
It's like that sometimes.
All right. I understand.
There's the EP, the human problem EP.
Human EP.
It has a few different themes throughout it. This Renew Repair is more of a political song. Aaron, our other vocalist, he's very politically driven, and it's kind of just about not taking everything you see on the news and on the TV and media for what they say it is, and kind of researching yourself and just kind of finding what you think is true in your own life and living that to the fullest.
Very cool, very cool. Well, Morgan.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, this week we have all the way from Calgary and Alberta, Canada. Canada.
Hey.
Hey. We've got a band called Crepitus. Krepitus. Morgan, what does that mean?
I don't know.
We have the band Crepitus. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. From Calgary/Alberta,
They're
Canada.
so pissed at you right now.
We've got a two for you tonight. Both of them are off their new album called Eyes of the Soulless. We've got a song Sharpen the Blade and Exile. Check it out.
This is not rock and roll!
You're goddamn right.
This is the Metal Experience, and now back to Morgan and Luco.
All right, we just heard Crepitus. Crepitus from Calgary / Alberta, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
And both of those songs we heard were off their new album, Eyes of the Soulless. We just heard Sharpen the Blade and Exile. And that's Crepitus. I hope I'm spelling or pronouncing that correctly, spelled Krepitus. Check them out on Facebook. Give them a like. And Morgan, Crepitus, what does that mean?
So it's spelled with a C originally.
Okay.
So there's two things this could be. One of them could be the Roman god, mythology type stuff. The other could be a medical term to describe the grating and cracking or popping noises and sensations experienced under the skin and joints, or a crackling sensation due to the presence of air in the tissue. So like when you crack your knuckles. Yeah, I guess
Brutal.
that's the term for it.
Fun stuff, guys. Yeah.
But those are spelled with C's. I guess they changed
It's a hybrid
around a
of the
little bit to
two.
stand out. So
It's a Greek god that cracks your skin.
Definitely
There we go.
Greek god that
Cracks your skin.
knuckles.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is, brutal.
Fun stuff, fun stuff. Well, I'm Luco Blaze with Morgan
Blood
Danielle,
everywhere.
the chin hair of knowledge, and we're still rocking out here with the most of me. And you guys got a couple of shows coming up. Why don't you go ahead and give me the details?
All right, so our next show, that we have is at the Brick Lounge, which is in Plano, Illinois, and that's on January 28th. And we're going to be playing with Eye of the Beholder, The Fallen Few, and Bedside Alibi. And I think there might, I believe there's one or two others. I can't think of the other two right now off the top of my head, but yeah, that should be a good one. We don't have another show for a while. Our next one after that will be in March, and that's going to be with On My Six, which they're really big around the Rockford area. And I guess that's going to be like their last show for a while, so they asked us to get on it, and it's going to be at Whiskey's Roadhouse in Rockford, Illinois.
Roadhouse.
And yeah, that's going to be with On My Six, and I'm not sure of the others that are going to be on that, but I think we were one of the first that confirmed.
To
so
be
that's still early.
announced.
Details to be released on that one.
Very cool, very cool. And Morgan?
Yes. You're looking at me for things.
So the new CD you guys got coming out, we're going to be playing a track coming up in just a moment. Do you guys have a title for the new CD?
Yeah, the nudes.
The nude.
It's going to be called Quantum. And the song you're going to be hearing later is called Blue Mentality. And it's kind of funky because the rest of the CD is going to kind of have a different flow to it. But Blue Mentality is kind of about recent news and recent events about like police brutality and things like that you've been seeing on the news and stuff lately. So we wanted to write a song about that. And yeah, so kind of taking a different, heavier approach for this next EP. Obviously, I'm going to be the only vocalist. We're going to have Leo on drums on some clean parts, and probably Ian step in and do some other vocals.
Very cool, very cool. And so now, how much do you guys have recorded for the Quantum? You said 6 songs originally.
Yeah, it's going to be 6 songs in total. Right now, we've got about 3 songs finished. And yeah, just in the process, we've been recording the songs one at a time. So we just got to basically, right at this point, finish the drums on these next 3 so that we can lay down the rest of the tracks on top of that.
Do you have all the songs already written?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just recording.
Right. Yeah.
And what's the ETA on this bad boy?
Well, we were originally hoping to have it finished by the end of this month, and I mean, I would say we're still aiming for that goal to be reached, but I would say a definite, more set in stone idea would be sometime in February to have it released.
Kind of the reason we're taking more of a show break, since we kind of jumped from later this month into a show in March. We're just kind of taking that time to wrap up and really do everything we want to do with this EP.
And then, how are you guys releasing this? Are you guys releasing physical copies?
Physical and digital.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be released everywhere we can get it. So.
Do you guys have artwork and everything already done for this?
Yep. It's we actually released our artwork on our Facebook. So yep, it's all set and ready to go.
What is the artwork? Morgan, pull up the Facebook. Or Morgan, tell me what it is.
Well, we had an idea that we wanted to embrace. The CD is going to be kind of talking like metaphysical stuff and like awaken your mind, just finding root with like spirituality and like confidence. So we kind of wanted to have that theme in the artwork, and it basically has it shows basically a figure sitting and with like galaxy stars behind him, and there's we got like the eye in the front, so it's like just very kind of spiritual based, trying to represent that awaken your mind type theme, because we're talking a lot about that in the EP.
So is it sorry to cut you off, Luco, but is it now odd going into the studio with a drummer this time around?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been a much easier experience, I feel, because before it was like getting frustrated writing or having the drums, finding the right tones. It was really hard. So it was
You're
like
not playing that right.
Yeah, right. It's like change the snare, change that cymbal, But this time around, it was a lot easier, or it has been easier, because the tones are already there, and I mean Leo's a great drummer, so you can't really compromise raw talent.
Sorry, I was in a stare down with our waitress. I'll close. Thank you. No, thank you. All right. Sorry about that. Fucking when stare downs arise,
She
I
didn't
jump
know
on.
what to do when I know he does that shit all the time, and it's so annoying. I just want to slap
People,
him.
when someone asks you a question, you just stare them down. I don't know. I'm weird. I do that stuff.
That was really off topic, Luco.
Sorry. Now I totally lost what we were talking about.
So yeah, new song.
New song.
Blue Mentality.
Blue Mentality.
Oh, would you want to know about it?
What is it about? You already told me about what it's about.
Yeah, it's about police brutality, and actually, it's not just that, because there's parts in it that are, it's being from both sides. It's from both the civilians' point of view, that the police, we live in like police state, police control everything, and that they're killing people, innocent people. But then there's also parts in it that talk about it being like from another point of view, from the police side, that they're trying to do their job and just protect us as well. So we try to incorporate both sides of the issue there.
Two sides of the same coin.
Very cool. Very cool.
Like Two-Face.
Like Deuce-Face. So you got the artwork done. I did see that picture earlier. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, who did the artwork?
We went to a guy. He actually used to be in a local band around the Rockford area. He moved out to Texas. He works with Half Jaw Designs, based out of Texas. So, guy that I knew, so I just hit him up.
What band did he used to be in?
I don't remember the name off the top of my head.
It's all right,
now.
Ian. You can tell me. I'm a volunteer firefighter.
Don't believe anything he says.
He did some other artwork for a band that we're friends with called The Levitated, from in Illinois, and he's actually going to be on the EP, the vocalist. And he also does the artwork for Real Friends, the pop punk band Real Friends.
Pat really likes Real Friends.
Yeah, he does.
They're awesome. I love them.
But
Very
you
cool, very
you
cool.
guys said that are you guys going to the same studio where you guys recorded the first EP?
Same setup.
Back to Beloit.
Yeah, it's
Beloit.
Got it.
We established a good chemistry with those guys there, so it was like, why ruin a good thing?
And it also sounded good too.
Sounded great. Well, I can't wait to hear the new song that we're going to preview. And this is debut. Has anyone else heard this yet?
Nope.
It's a debut.
Well, I
The
mean,
world.
We play
this
it
is the
live.
first time
but
ever.
This is
Okay.
going to be the first time anybody
The
hears
recorded-
The
version.
recorded
Right.
world debut.
We also
first taste.
something we didn't talk about too. We are gonna have a music video coming out. Hopefully, gonna be recording it sometime this month for the new song "Blue Mentality" that you're about to hear.
Say what?
So is this the first single then,
Music
technically?
video.
Or?
Technically,
That's a
You have,
bingo.
you have a
Video.
concept for the video yet?
yeah. It's secret
It's
Secret
secret.
business.
Okay.
To be released.
I like the concept so far.
I like your concept.
Secret.
Very unique.
Top secret.
Top
Area
secret.
51
So
secret.
are you ready to
Tam,
reveal it
it's
to the world?
like we'll have to shoot you if you tell you
We're
top
ready.
secret.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ready for you guys to hear
All
this
right,
one.
well,
Hope you like it.
This is The Most of Me debuting off of their upcoming CD Quantum. This is Blue Mentality. Let's do it.
Hey, this is Snoop from Age Varies, and you're listening to The Metal Experience.
Woo! That was a fucking sweet The Most of Me track. That was brand spanking new off of their forthcoming Quantum CD called Blue Mentality. That sounds badass.
I heard the Prada. I heard Prada in there.
The little Prada
For
influence.
Sure. Yeah.
Slight bit, slight bit.
I am Luco Blaze, Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge, and that was sweet. The new the Most of Me new track. Oh my goodness. I'm rock hard right now, guys.
Thanks, guys.
And a little
Thanks.
farty. And a little farty.
A little gassy.
A little gassy.
That's how we like to leave them.
I didn't know
Rock
you
hard
could be
gassy.
both, but
Who wrote the lyrics to that song?
It was kind of a conjoined effort. I wrote a good amount of them. Me and our other vocalist, Aaron, kind of collabed on them before he left. And, yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
Pretty
Tried to go
sweet.
from both sides of the police officer and civilian kind of view.
Very cool.
Nice.
Very
And
cool.
then how did you guys get the little snippets of like
Sirens.
The siren-
Well, no, because there was in the middle of the song. Did you guys catch the police
Some
scanner?
police- yeah, the police scanner. What was that?
Cops.
Oh yeah, no, that was just like taking off like little clip online. Like we just found it. It was like
That's us now.
a little bit
An episode of
searching,
Cops.
An episode of Cops.
America's Most Wanted, you know.
But
Nice.
yeah, just filling in little sample bits here and there. We like to use samples. So.
It worked. It worked.
Add a little bit of
Very cool. Well,
more
it
realism.
sounded badass, and it added that
Thank you.
extra little oomph to it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
that couple of bass booms in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good. All right, you're done. I don't
All
know
right,
if you're
sorry.
farting with
It was
pleasure
mediocre.
or
It's all of the above.
gross.
He jizzed. And
All right,
has puns.
done. All right, so we'll go into some announcements that I have to start this week off. Prison City Brigade, our friends in that punk rock band out in the Joliet region, are looking
Pronounced
for
Joliet.
a drummer. So if you are a punk rock drummer, get a hold of Prison City Brigade. They're in need of you. Our friends in Dead Eyes Always Dreaming have just released a brand new EP, which we just got a copy of this week in the mail. They are a deathcore band that we've seen a couple of times. Luco's played some shows with them.
Good guys,
They're from
too.
Battle Creek, Michigan. They're pretty sweet. They've got a 3-track EP that just got released. That's pretty awesome. It is called Celestial
You can do it.
Genocide, and it's on Hollow Crown Records, and they are releasing soon a super limited edition version on cassette. It's orange and it looks
What?
sweet. So we have the CD version.
Retro.
You could go onto thebigcartel.com and get your copy of the cassette that's limited to hand numbered 60. So you can get those, and that's pretty sweet. Coming up, we got a few shows coming up within the next few weeks here. Starting with this coming Saturday, we are going to be at the Rave in Milwaukee. We have the VIP package to see the 10-year anniversary of August Burns Red Messengers tour. I'm pretty stoked for
It's a
it
lot of
because
China.
no joke, I saw them
ABRs,
on their
no joke.
first Messengers tour.
I will be there.
10 years ago. You will
I'll
up
be
in
in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah, I'll be in
Sweet,
Milwaukee.
good. We
At the
will-
rave?
I will be at the
We'll
rave.
exchange
Isn't that
numbers.
this
We'll meet
week?
up with you.
Sounds
Yes,
good.
it's on
Isn't that this
Saturday.
week?
So we will all hang out
I'll
at
see you in the
rave
pit.
in Milwaukee. It's
No,
going to be
I'm too old for
awesome.
that.
They're playing with Protest the Hero, who just released an EP recently in November, In Heart's Wake, and 68. So it's going to be pretty fucking awesome. Also going on this weekend, on Sunday, we're going to be at the Blackhawks game. I won tickets from my work, so if you see us at the Blackhawks game, come say hi.
Woo. She won tickets.
Next
How
weekend,
sweet.
Luco is playing a show with The Forms They Take, Casket Robbery, Inner Decay, and Apacia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll learn next week, but they're playing at Penny Road Pub, and it's $10 to get in. Music starts at 8. So come out and see awesome bands play and Luco play next Saturday, the 21st. A couple shows that we have coming up that we are sponsoring. February 24th, Sons of Ra is playing a show happening at the Liars Club in Chicago with Coyote Man and
You're a liar.
Come in Need Your Help. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Come?
CMN, In Need of Your Help. I don't know how they pronounce this. It's weird. But they're playing this show, and it's pretty awesome. And Sons of Ra have a package going on right now for anybody that wants to download their new EP, Anthropology, that came out, which was pretty awesome. It's a very sick, awesome instrumental EP. You can get a ticket, a shirt, and their EP, all for $15. And they're limited right now, so you should definitely get on that while you still can. So that's going to come up next month, as well as the Doom Room's 100th anniversary show. It is a huge celebration happening at Carahan Hall, which is the Doom Room's event in Lafayette, Indiana.
Carahan?
Yeah.
Is it really pronounced Carahan?
Carnahan. I don't know. So they put on these awesome underground shows. They were house parties. Now they do theaters wherever they can get, a venue booked. And there's 2 stages this time. And what's awesome is if you do a $20 VIP package, it includes a meal, an exclusive event poster, and a commemorative glass.
A meal?
A meal. You get food.
I'm down for that.
So we are sponsors of this show. They also did these really awesome Simpsons stickers to help promote the show. And the band's playing is Luco's band, The Forms They Take.
Can I get the meal
Next
still?
to Trash Can and Tendrils D-Sound. Angel Grave is playing. Mines Horizon. Bizarre Noir. Car Door Dick Smash.
Noir.
This is a band. Car Door Dick Smash.
Sounds
This
like
is-
something I'd listen to.
Lucifist is playing.
Lucifist the
Edge
shit.
of Oblivion, Testimony, Antique Arcana,
Testimony's
The
shit.
Mound Builders, and
Antique
Weed
Arcana.
Bee,
Testimony.
along with The Sluts versus Yesterday's Chips, and Fupa Punch
Oh, chaps are
versus
always good.
Distorted Trash.
Fupa Punch.
So
I like it.
those are battle sets. The Sluts versus Yesterday's Chips and Fupa Punch versus Distorted Trash. So
Yesterday's
interesting things
chaps.
going to be happening at this Doomer event, which happens February 18th out in Lafayette,
Versus.
Indiana. It's going to be a party. Contact them for any information. Great people.
Fupa Punch.
And last but not least, our website is up to date with brand new things, including all our upcoming guests for this month.
I'm still missing from their website
Yeah.
with my bio.
I've given up asking you. I'll make something up. So next
I'm a
week
guy.
we are welcoming
I
on our
like
show
metals.
for their first time Bloodletter. That's going to be pretty fucking awesome. And we just updated a brand new review for 2017. Sean wrote a review up for Hive's new self-titled EP called Hive, and it is up under the Hey Look What I it's the reviews from the Crypt section, and then the Hey Look What I Found pick has been updated for all the bands that we've had. Apparently we've had 484 picks.
What?
Apparently we've had 484 picks of the week total.
How is that possible? We haven't done 484 shows.
I think we have. We have.
Dang, guys.
I'm pretty sure.
All right,
That's what I'm at
popular
right
people.
now. But anyway,
Figure possibly 5 shows per month times 12 is 60.
Get
Okay,
yesterday's
you're gonna do
chips
more.
in here.
No,
Tell 'em to
not
bring
60.
chips.
It would be
5 times 12 is 60.
I don't know. All I'm saying is that's what it
times
came
12.
up.
What are you talking
I don't know.
about?
I'll have to show
If you
you. But
figure
that's what
there's
it came up like
5
500
dates
484. But
Per
anyway.
month times
Or
12
you just
months.
do 52 weeks
Anyway,
in a year.
Anyway, that's all I
Once
got.
a week.
Want to thank the most of me for coming out all this way from Rockford to hang out with us
12
tonight.
months.
Thanks for having us.
Come out
5
next
days.
week to Fitz' Spirit Keys in Elmhurst. And
52
any
weeks.
Tuesday that we are doing shows and hang out with us. Next week is Bloodletter from Chicago. And their
Very
review
cool.
is up on our website as well from last year when they released their album.
Oh,
So
I was able to get that far down. guys.
awesome.
Easily
And where
with
can
his
everybody
pants.
find the most of me on the interwebs?
The information superhighway.
The interwebs.
You can always just look up the most of me on Facebook. We have Twitter
Instagram.
at the most of me IL.
We're on YouTube.
Instagram. I already went over Instagram.
You guys got carrier
Well, wait, no,
pigeons. Could I
Instagram,
send you
yeah.
carrier
You
pigeons?
can listen to our CD
No.
on YouTube
We'll
too.
receive. Yeah, our CD's on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Rhapsody, Spotify.
Bandcamp.
If you don't want to pay
not-
I think we have one
have
song
Footsteps
on Bandcamp.
on- Footsteps, what you're about to hear, is on Bandcamp.
Nice.
Very cool. Very
and this
cool.
is the last
And
song that we're going to go out
The
hearing
la-
tonight. Is
The
And the
last
sh-
song, and actually the first song we ever released on our Facebook page ever.
And the show's coming up. One more time.
We got a show January 28th at the Brick Lounge in Plano, Illinois. And that one will be with Eye of the Beholder and The Fallen Few. And then we also have one in March. I'm not some mid-March, but it'll be at Whiskey's and it'll be with On My Six. That one's gonna have more details coming out soon.
Very cool, very cool. We want to thank you guys again for coming out and hanging out with us.
Thank you for having us here
on a Tuesday.
Thank you for the
No, yeah.
drive.
Thank
And
you
what
guys
is
for having us. It was
Footsteps
awesome.
about, really quickly?
Footsteps again is one of the more political songs, and it's just about kind of finding yourself in life and living to your full potential.
And
mirrors renew repair a bit with the meaning. Like it's about questioning stuff that you just see out there, and I don't know, finding your own view amidst all of the chaos and all the different views that are being thrown out there right now.
And any shout outs you guys might have?
Yeah, shout out to Grace guys for mentioning us before we even were hooked up with the show. Shout out to the Levitated, and
I'd say a shout out to Growing also.
Growing.
Those guys are really awesome, and they're who's recording us. So any bands out there that want to record new stuff, definitely hit up Gage Woodman on Facebook. He's the guy you're going to want to talk to.
Shout out Lil Uzi Vert. Just saying.
Shout out to Leo, maybe, who couldn't be with us.
Shout out to Leo who couldn't be with us. Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Of course. Who?
Man,
Oh,
when
yeah,
did a
of
bunch of
course.
owls get
Your
here?
other-
Leo, I'm kidding.
Your other
You're
band
hearing this.
members.
We love
Don't-
you, Leo.
Don't kill me.
All right, we got one more track we're going to play off of the Human Problem CD. What's that last track we're going to play tonight?
That's going to be
Footsteps.
Footsteps.
Footsteps. All right, and don't forget to also check out the unsigned band pick of the week, Crepitus, Krepitus. Give them a like on Facebook, and also check out the Most of Me playing shows soon, releasing a new CD called Quantum, hopefully next month.
Yep,
And,
hopefully next month.
You guys, everything sounds so badass. Can't wait to see you guys live, and the new stuff. And the show's coming up. Check them out. Give them a like on Facebook, and when you see Morgans, anyone named Morgan, high fives.
High fives.
High fives.
Thank you guys for having us on here.
And last, no problem, awesome. Thank you guys for coming out. One more time, the Most of Me. What's this last track we're gonna play tonight?
What? You've said this 3 times.
I
Here's
know.
Footsteps by
I
the
just want
Most of
everyone
Me.
to remember.
Good night.
We're playing Footsteps
Good night.
by the
Jesus,
Most of Me.
circles again, Lugo.
Circles, Footsteps, the Most of Me.